Heck no, we got all of them. Dang. Alrighty then. Oh, there we go. How are we doing? We are 53% full. So going to be a while before this rig is loaded. I'm guessing sun up is after 7, well after 7, so we're about an hour before the sun's up. I will be using more small and mid-sized tractors on the next farm. Ah. This to fill up over the axles. Do not have a chaff wagon. You can't put chaff in a auger. Which means I'm going to need the trucks available. So I'm going to need to provide far more consideration for vehicles that I use, because I shouldn't be using the trucks on the fields. Jeremy, good evening, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Back down the field again. Okay, next row should fill us, and then we'll have to run over to the main yard. Quick as we can. in the dark. Ugh. I also need to use some of that manure up. Got a fair amount of pig manure too. Oh, and there's a thought. Sheep's. How much is sheep's worth? Pretty much not a lot. End of winter they start picking up. It's spring when they make the most. Alternatively, I could consider how much do sheep cost to keep at the moment, because I've got 155 and I really don't need that many for the next few months. And then spring they'll start breeding again, like sheep. So we'll quickly get back up to 155 again before the end of the year. The pigs, what are pigs worth? No, wrong. Oh, that's piggies. Piggies are good for midwinter. So we might sell a few pigs in the midwinter again. Okay. So we will pull up alongside here and get this reloaded. So I think capacity on this is 43,000, so we're doing okay. Oh. It's empty. This might not be a full load by the end of the row. Watching one of Millennial Farmer's recent videos on, he had a class, actually that's not bad, he had a class on trial. He said the problem with it is the auger is too straight coming out from the side of the harvester, so you had to lean forward to see where it was in relation to the grain cart. But looking at this one, it is angled slightly forward, so you can see it from the cab. Although possibly not as angled forward as his John Deere, which he said you can just glance sideways at. We're going to have this for another round, I think. So we're 89% full. But this auger wagon definitely doesn't have much in the way of angle on the pipe. That's behind you. You have to, I mean, if you're sitting in that tractor, I can't see the top of the pipe. That's a problem. I would have to lean all the way back to see that, and that's not a good thing. Now, his Millennial Farmers auger wagons look more like, I guess, more like this one. And because it's angled at the bottom, that will be more level with the cab on the harvester. Potentially that one too. The pipe comes out forward angled. Oh, you can't. You can't rotate it in this version. Anyway, let's put that away. Okay, harvester's nearly back. How many has he got? 25% full. It doesn't tell me. Yeah, it's only about 4,000. If 4,000's close to full for us. Hopefully he will. Yeah, can still detect the crop behind him. Why do you think that, huh? Why do you think that? You got it all turned round, just didn't get it restarted. Oh, go, go, go. There we go. Okay, this should fill us up before he's fully emptied. Oh no. Barely. There we go. We're good. So, we need to get to the main yard before that harvester is full. This is not a fast tractor. Not that it needs to be in general. But the Axions do about 36, I think. However, we're not using near as much of our available horsepower. It's not at the moment. Now the soybean silos are empty at the moment. So we have 250,000 litres of capacity at this yard. I'm pretty sure we probably won't end up with more than about 160 total. Maybe 200. Bit of a struggle there. Okay. What's the right button? That one there. I think I missed that entirely. Oh, by a big shot. Okay. Part of the problem is the walls. Oh, turn the other way. Let's do. I've screwed this up completely. Let's go all the way back. There we go. Okay, drive as close to the fence as I can. Should be good. Alrighty, got that one sorted. Now actually, once we've finished with the soybeans, we're done with this wagon for the day, or for the year. How's a harvester? 51%. Well, there's a lot of messing around there, so we should be back before it's full. Oh, back up. To haul this wagon around, you need tractors close to 400 horsepower. Just to get up and down all the hills. And this isn't a particularly steep map. But the real fuel usage mod which I use appears to include horsepower draw for both equipment and gravity. Did the harvester stop? Nope, it's still going somewhere. Oh, he's turning around. Oh, how full is he? 73%. And he missed a bit. Okay. So we should be okay to catch him at the end of this row. So I'm not going to use the bale trailer anytime soon, or baling unit anytime soon. So I'm going to unload this now. Hopefully you make it. 91%, looks good. Start looking at setting up the silage unit. Have close to 12,000 litres in here at the moment. A little bit more weight at the front. Okay. Run this back down to the bottom of the field. Okay, I will jump out and tab because this is the system I want. So, drop off the rear bale unit. Okay, drop off the front one. That, and let's find our grain carts. Alright. Rig lined up. Drop the tipper. Well, that sucked. Let's try that one again. Gotcha. Okay, this needs to be over at the cow yard. Hit that bump there. That set of trees might have grown another stage overnight. I'm not 100% sure, but they look a little bit different. How's that harvester? It's at 37%. That's okay then. Okay. We'll put that there. Lights off, engine off. End. There we go. Service time on this. 30 hours or 21 days. I guess we don't need to do this anytime soon. There we go. Also, before I can empty this, we're going to need the silage bunker clear of all silage. There is still one more load of silage in it. So I'll pull this to the side of the road. And there's our forage harvester with a sugar beet trailer. Nope, sugar cane trailer. I tip sugar cane trailer, which will take silage. Nope. Silage. Chaff. It will take chaff, so I can use this completely unmonitored. And when it gets full, I can just tip it into one of the regular trailers. I don't know if that's true in Farm Sim 19, but it is very handy for single player in 17. Okay, what else are we doing? I'm just going to look to see how much food the cows need, and I'm pushing the wrong button to determine that fact. There is the possibility I could empty off the mixer cart and then refill it, and that should use the last of the silage from the bunker. But for now, we'll run over here and unload this again. Starry, starry night. Are we at the end? Not quite. couple of wedges at the top. It looks like the last 2 rows though. Mm, 65% done. I think I will just park this here. Let the harvester do its thing. That's you. And Mrs. Osei is following me. Thank you for the follow. Oh, not quite. Well, I'm going to take over soon. Three, two, one, come on. Okay, my turn. I'll just run it normal. So 7 o'clock and sun is beginning to shine. Okay, so we've got more than enough capacity for this. And still no sight of rain, which is good. Although the good news is, because the rain is an early morning, I think it's an early morning rain, we're probably about 9 o'clock before the rain comes, since it hasn't arrived now. If that's the case, then we will be good. Rain's probably 3 hours, maybe 6. So it'll be mid to late afternoon before the rain stops. But once that's happened, we will have drying all night and tomorrow. So we'll probably have, if not first thing in the morning, the whole afternoon available for the silage crop, assuming we don't get any done today. And there we go. First soybean field is complete. Don't know if I'll make it through that gate there. Oh, not too far forward, please. Thank you. And done. I don't think we're going to make it through that gate. Okay. Problem with headers this wide, even with double gates, they don't fit. So we have to do all the juggling shenanigans. That should be good. Okay, so I'm going to need the valve again.